Alrighty, hello Aquarius. This read is for you guys, your energy, and I like to do these reads to look at the energy of the sign for anywhere that it hits in your chart, whatever house it lands in your chart, or whatever planets you have in this sign. And but of course it's going to be the strongest for your ascendant. So this is going to be for Aquarius. I like to do these tarot divination YouTube videos to help raise the vibrations of the collective, because divination is the reason for divination. It's to raise our vibes, to soothe our fears, restore our faith, help us with clarity on how to move forward and how to work with the current energies. That's why I like to mix astrology, what I know of astrology, in the tarot reads. Help give us clarity of action towards our highest best destiny and highest best versions of ourselves. So we're going to look at the energy of Aquarius in relation to this current energy of going on, current energy of what is going on in the astrological weather. And it is quite interesting. I have made a chart for this week, what's going to happen. I make these charts. So we're going to look at Aquarius. We've got a lot of energy going in, a lot of Leo energy in the 7th house. That's going to be pretty fun for relationships, a lot of passion, excitement for relationships. We have Jupiter is going to station direct at the end of the week in the 11th house. Nothing else major changes, I think, going on in these planets, but in the outer planets, nothing seems to have changed. But and then Jupiter stationing in the 11th house. So let's have a look and see. So what was that? We had. Let's talk about what that was. There was a Sun in Leo. We had Mercury entering Leo. We had Venus in Leo. We have Mars in Leo. So that's quite passionate energy, a creative self-expression. So let's see how that is going to impact the energy of Aquarius. So I call in the highest guides available, highest frequency angels and guides available to be with us, so that I may communicate clarity of action and clarity just in general of guidance. All right, Aquarius. Oh, plus we have that new moon in Leo. I forgot to mention about that. That's adding sort of even more, sort of in the subconscious arena, some of this energy of Leo, passion, in our feminine energy. Okay. Interesting. Okay, Aquarius. So we hit the read right away. First thing comes off with this Hierophant card, which represents some sort of a commitment, some sort of a major step forward, or some sort of when I get this card, it usually means that I'm sort of taking something, I'm stepping deeper into something. There's sort of a process where there's no turning back, where it now becomes I'm at the point where either I change my mind and turn away and don't do it, or I take it to the next level. So this is what we're talking about for Aquarians. Something is going to be taken to the next level. It's a work project. It's in alignment. I like to do my reads. My reads are really guiding you to have internal energy alignment, so that you then can experience external harmony. Internal harmony it reflects externally in harmonious experiences. So when I do these card reads want to align you energetically, so that you have a better living experience. And it always wants. And in my grid, I have a heart space and a head space, and the cards are always trying to align these two energies. We're trying to align our conscious knowledge of our heart knowledge. We're trying to have conscious knowledge of our heart knowledge, or we're trying to have conscious knowledge of our subconscious. Okay, That's what tarot card does, is it helps us have conscious of our subconscious. So what's going on for Aquarius here? We've got a commitment coming forward. They're stepping forward deeper into something, taking it to the next level, raising it up. Because why? They know it's ignited, because here we have the ignition card. We have the Ace of Wands. This really represents a reignition, an ignition of fire. It's the flame, right? That has a future to it. That has a lasting passion or a lasting inspirational creative energy towards the future. Okay. Now we have in the heart space, we have the King of Wands turning away out of alignment. So I'm saying this was something that was in the heart of the Aquarian, or it could be a relationship. Now remember, it could be a fire sign, a relationship, or a passionate connection with the heart. So a Leo connection with the heart, and this is a Leo energy hitting in the heart space. So it's something the Aquarians may have not seen potential in before, or they may not have in their heart of hearts been able to commit to this prior, but they now see that this is fate, that there are no better options, or that it does come with a lot of good sort of other options around it. It expands the options. So in other words, it's taking something forward because there's a realization that this is something to work from. It is a creative passion. It has an ignition. So this energy and all this Leo energy has sort of inspired the heart to sort of realize something. A creative, self-expressive, passionate desire from the heart is fate, and that turning away from it is no longer. Now we get alignment, choosing to align now more with something in the heart that inspires the Aquarian. Okay, and that's what the Leo energy does, is it fires up the heart, like it's like lights it on fire, so that we become very conscious of it during this period. Because I think I was doing my chart, and I'm looking at September, which is so many planets in Virgo. So we want to be aligned with our hearts when we become aligned, when we put in our Virgo work, the grounding of the heart desire. Now let's get to this. I should see how much time I'm spending here. Oh my, okay, we're at 7 minutes. Okay, so we've got the Death card here. So this is a transformation. This is a big period, because this is a sort of, again, this conscious knowledge of the heart is really causing a major transformation, because now the Aquarians are not, the heart is igniting the motive to overcome a fear that pulls them out of alignment, that didn't see a future necessarily, or didn't necessarily have faith, or didn't know that it could, or weren't even able to see that this was something that could take them into the future. And so there is some sadness around, let's say, not recognizing this. There's some pain. I mean, it's possible that there's some endings of other relationships, could be work, could be romance, but ending of relationships and other projects that they thought they loved, but did not bear a future. So there's a transformation of knowing. Two of Wands represents a sort of an understanding, a sort of a global understanding. So there's now a new global understanding about the life of the Aquarian, about what does ignite a future, which is this fire, this energy being fired up in the heart. And you know what? This is action energy, so it is slightly turned away. So really, this is a period of conscious knowledge of the heart, not maybe as much action involved at this point. And again, this could involve a relationship. Again, this is a global energy for the Aquarian, because it's hitting in their 7th house. It's personal relationships and work. It could be work relationships. So it is going to be, it's a turnaround of something because of this transformation, this sort of scorpionic death card, which is a real deep soul transformation, which is now the ability to commit to something in the heart and not turn away from it, to really take it to the next level. It's kind of transforming a lack mentality at the same time. It's despite the fear that it won't pay, but I'm thinking that the fear that it won't pay off is gone. So it's almost, because this is the risk-taking card, so that we've got Aquarians ready to take a big risk and quit holding back. They're fired up in the heart. They're dealing with their fears of rejection or fears of lack around being this kind of free. I think that's hard for Aquarians to really kind of throw, because it's a very, Aquarius is a very strategic, they're strategizing, they're thinking. So to just kind of throw their thinking to the wind and to just let loose and be free and let the heart guide for Aquarians throws them into a little bit of fear of facing lack, but there's trust here now enabling the Aquarians to go ahead and take a risk and quit holding back all the time. It causes depression for them. They want it. They need a little more fire in their lives. This period is happening for Aquarians. This is igniting a little bit more fire, passion into their lives to sort of knock them into action mode and push through some fears of rejection or fears of not being enough, causing depression, lack of not doing this is causing depression or causing a drop in frequency for Aquarians. There is this, they are ready to take, now there's this burden here. It's hard, it almost feels like it's a little bit hard for Aquarians to do this, to really align with a passion, to really like negate the thinking that wants to control the situation. That's kind of dying, they've relinquished that here, to take the future that's a passion, heart-driven future that they know is in reignition, inspiration, relationships that have reignition, inspiration. So they're having to fight through and quit this negative self. I'm not saying that it's a low self-esteem, but I think that it's something about the energy of Aquarians that are perhaps not the, are they risk takers? Oh my gosh, new beginnings. I think what I'm getting mostly is that they like to be in control of the change and that it scares them if they're not. And one of the reasons that it does is because it scares them into thinking they'll be falling into a lack place, you know, not trusting that the divine is present, which it is. So Aquarians, you can have faith in this new beginning here. Let me read you this, says what it says. It says, can't see it. Step into the journey without, oh my goodness, hang on a minute. I have this. I have a magnifying glass. Okay. Step into the journey without fear. The time is now. Follow your instincts and have faith in new beginnings, okay? Following the instinct right there. The road ahead is filled with excitement and joy. There is nothing to be afraid of. You are protected and led by your spirit guide. That's it. You know, was it the soul? Someone said the wands are the spirit, so the soul is water. I can't remember one of those, but if the wands are spirit, this is the Aquarians shifting out of headspace. It's challenging. It's hard for them. I feel that. Hard work. Again, we get this. But then again, going the other way for things that aren't from the heart is burdensome too. So they're taking on the burden to align with their inspiration rather than strategizing, releasing some control, and letting sort of a fire guide them. And they're not going to hold back. They're quitting holding back. They want to set free. They're taking more risks. That looks like fun, Aquarius. Great. All right. Thanks for watching. Namaste.